me?
All we needed to do is identify you. There was a shooting. You look like the guy.
It's shooting,
okay?
no, man.
Someone shot me.
Man, what the fuck? Oh, you on some racist shit.
No.
Hey, man, hey. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. I'm recording every damn thing. Do not, don't even trip.
Listen.
Because this shit is recorded. Don't even worry about nothing, bro.
What's up? It's Judge Dawson. I want to talk to you briefly about that video that you just had a chance to look at. You know, it's really interesting because I've received these messages about the video, and I really want to just comment on how we can make that situation better. Now, first of all, we have to look at it from the perspective of the police officers. They claim that they were there because they were investigating or they thought the person was a suspect in some type of shooting. This is how you should handle that situation. Give them your ID or your name or whatever it is, let them run it, and it'll come back wrong and you're free to go. So the first thing I would always say is don't resist. And if you're looking at that video and you don't think the young man resisted, you're not correct. Because if you look at it, they had to fight to get his hands free. They had to fight to get him up from the display counter that he was sitting on. The bottom line is when you cause or allow the police to have a reason to put their hands on you, it's going to get ugly. And it's not going to stop until they're able to keep you in a detained situation. And they're not going to ease up when you're resisting. It just doesn't happen that way. So the bottom line is if you didn't do nothing wrong, give your information. The second thing I want to look at is that you had a woman who was videoing the situation. And that's good because that would provide evidence for the man who may need it later on. But I will say this, I caution you to not walk up on police officers while they're doing their job because two things can happen. One is you can be arrested and charged with obstruction, or two, they can turn around and start mishandling you. So you want to videotape and maybe you don't even want to yell out all those things she was yelling because it adds to the chaos of the environment. So this is my message in a nutshell. None of us like to see African Americans or any American being mishandled by police officers. But the key is if you are not resisting, you don't give them a reason to use any type of force. And I know it's a natural thing for us to resist, especially when we feel that we've been wrong and that the identity is wrong. But when you do that, it is a recipe for disaster. Simply give your information so that you can move on. All right, it's Judge Dawson. I'll talk to you soon.